Chapter 1049. At this moment, Alex's helicopter had already flown over Oris Hill City. Adam Smith asked Alex, "Master, what do you plan to do with Han's daughter?" Alex said indifferently, "Her parents are gone, and now she's an orphan, so she can go directly to the orphanage." Adam Smith hurriedly said, "Master, don't leave things behind." Alex waved his hand. "The older man has done something in what he hasn't done. It is impossible for me to hurt the child and send her to the orphanage. If someone from the Whale family comes to lead her, don't stop me." Adam Smith nodded and said, "I think it is impossible for the Whale family to come and adopt this child, because the Whale family now hates Han and the couple. It is estimated that this time the Whale family will lose more than half of their property. Tomorrow's stock market will be reflected." Alex smiled slightly, and said, "That's right, the Whale family's strength is not good enough. I will help the Adair family to become the first family in the south of the Yangtze River." Adam Smith said immediately, "Master, if you have any needs, just give your orders." "It is good." At this time, Adam Smith said again, "By the way, the Navy man named Peter has been sent to Don Stevens' kennel. Would you like to take a look?" Alex waved his hand. "It's just a smelly hanging silk that relies on scolding people to eat. Just chop it up and feed it to the dog." "I won't see such a person, lest my eyes are dirty." Having said that, Alex suddenly thought of Yensuke. This guy has been staying in Don Stevens' kennel. So he asked Adam Smith, "How's Yensuke?" Adam Smith smiled and said, "What else can he do? He raises, feeds, walks, and picks up dog dung every day. He doesn't dare to leave the kennel all day long. Now he only has to dare to go out and let his brother know. My brother will definitely spend a lot of money to kill him." Alex nodded and said with a smile, "Let him persist in the kennel. If the time is right, I will send him back to China and let him compete with his brother for the property." Adam Smith said, "If Kwamsuki knew that Yensuke was not dead, he would have died of anger." Alex smiled slightly and said, "I don't know if I'm angry, but by that time, it is estimated that Suki Pharmaceutical will be mine." Adam Smith sincerely admired, "Master, you are really wonderful to play this set of Suki's family, and I am amazed." Alex smiled and said, "It's not so good. It's mainly because it just made use of the greed of Suki's family, so this person is the least greedy. If there is more greedy, it will cause disaster. Just like that kid who engages in naval forces. If it is not too greedy for money, it will not end up being chopped up and fed to the dog." 10 minutes later, Alex's helicopter landed on the top of Orem Grand. When Alex's plane landed, another plane had already sent the children to the People's Hospital. Mrs. Brown from the orphanage had already seen relevant information on the internet and knew that the children had been rescued. They were all excited. Then they heard that the children were going to be sent to the People's Hospital, so they rushed over. Originally wanted to go to the People's Hospital to have a look, but thought that this matter is now too hot on the internet. He didn't want Mrs. Brown and the others to think that this matter was behind the scenes, so he asked Adam Smith to send a car. "Send yourself home." After arriving at Beacon Top first, Alex did not rush in. Instead, he called Mrs. Brown and asked her, "Mrs. Brown, I heard that all the children have been found." Mrs. Brown choked with excitement. "Yeah, Alex, the children have been found back, and they are now under observation at the People's Hospital." Alex hurriedly asked, "Then the children are fine, right?" "No, no," Mrs. Brown said excitedly, "the doctor has already checked them because of taking sleeping pills. Now 3 children have woken up, and they are all fine. The doctor said to take a look and you can take them at night." Back to the orphanage.